There was romance in the unknown. But once the place had been discovered and catalogued and mapped, it was diminished. Just another dusty fact in a book sapped of mystery. So maybe it was better to leave a few spots on the map blank, to let the world keep a little of its magic rather than forcing it to divulge every last secret. Maybe it was better now and then to wonder. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Damia Wafa and I'm a student from SMK Jalan Kota Tinggi. Today, I'll be reviewing one of my all-time favorite books. This book's genre is contemporary fantasy, which is really my cup of tea. The book I'm reviewing is the first book from Peculiar Children's series entitled Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. It consists of 11 chapters and 382 pages. The story is about Jacob Portman, the protagonist who as a child was enamored by his grandfather Abe's stories of fleeing from the Nazi persecution of Jews in World War II. And to hear his grandfather tell that there were real monsters and his grandfather found safety in a secret safe house which was inhabited with peculiar children and watched over by a wise old bird. When he was a child, Jacob took the stories literally, but as he grew older, he doubted the literal really, figuring that his grandfather was communicating with metaphors about the horrors of war. As his grandfather dies, Jacob sees a vivid vision of what appears to be a monster lurking nearby. But no one believes he saw what he saw, and he is sent to therapy to cope with the trauma of his grandfather's death. His therapist, Dr. Golan, suggests that Jacob should travel to Cairnholm, Wales, the place where his grandfather had lived at the supposed home for peculiar children. There, he can either establish the reality of the home or not, and settle what everyone else believes to be fantasies. He travels there with his family on a work trip. There, Jacob experiences more than a little adventure that he always used to hear in his grandfather's story. He finds himself in a place unknown to the mundane world. He finds a whole new world within his own world. It's a little peculiar, but it feels like home. However, there is an unknown terror out there, and will Jacob be able to save himself and his new world? Or will he be the reason for its destruction? This fantastically strange and mysterious story was illustrated in a very unique manner. For a while, you're not sure what's real and what isn't. But then you're swept into the incredible world of peculiars. The story is full of twists and turns that keeps you turning pages as you thirst for the knowledge of this hidden world. And I know a lot of people are a bit nervous that this story is scary. Though there are some chilling parts, I wouldn't consider this horror or too scary. Oh, it also talks about time travel, and it's very interesting for me personally when a character from the future or past goes to another time zone. Besides, the photography is included added this extra sense of realism. Well, to be honest, I was a bit nervous about stories using pictures as part of the storytelling. I wasn't sure if it was going to take away from the writing, but the idea intrigued me enough for me to proceed anyway. The pictures were really amazing. When I saw a dark page coming up, I grew excited about seeing what other cool old photos I'd see next. I felt like I was looking through the old photos and documents beside Jacob, and it made me feel more immersed in the story. But it's kind of hard to discuss it in much more detail because the reveal of the mysteries is the biggest part that is fun in the book. So, be sure to read it if you haven't. Thanks for lending your ears to hear my review, and I'll see you next time.